read something from me or listened to something from me from years ago, I've always said this, require for every new federal regulation, 2 existing regulations must be eliminated. Well, for me, my thing was for every word, if you're going to do 500 words or 1,000 words, you need to remove 1,000 words from the regulations. That was the way I had put it. So that is an absolute must. That is a great thing, and I'm so glad that he brought that up. Institute a 5-year ban on White House and congressional officials becoming lobbyists after they leave government. But common sense, right? This is why I like Trump. I'm amazed that people are still out there, some are never-Trumpers, who just won't buy this guy. I mean, these are all good things. It's like the SCOTUS that you talked about.
Oh, yeah.
He put out a nice list of people, and I'll still see people on Twitter who will say, yeah, he's not going to appoint somebody conservative as a Supreme Court justice.
Well, I'm guaranteeing you that Hillary Clinton is not going to appoint somebody we want, and it's the binary choice.
Institute a complete ban on foreign lobbyists raising money for American elections. Well, you know what? Hillary Clinton right now is bought and paid for by Middle Eastern kingdoms, right? Yep. I mean, I want to say I thought it was 60% of her campaign has been financed over. I don't know if that's true. Don't call me and say, Gary, you're a liar. I thought I saw that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're more than welcome to call in. Let's take a call from Will in Ypsilanti. Will, welcome to the show.
Hey, Gary, I gotta do my weekly with you, man.
Good to have you, man.
Are we really surprised that she would pay to play while she's even serving as Secretary of State? This woman is so crooked. She takes, every letter is S in her language, because, the problem with all of this is that we're sitting here worried about what Donald Trump did years ago with women that we have no we have no proof of any of this happening. Why come up with it now? But we have so much on this woman being dirty.
Yeah.
That it's hard to believe for me that anybody would ever vote for her. From what I understand, there are hardly any people that even go to her rallies. I guess they kind of crowd them all in to make it look big.
Yeah.
But,
she has
angle.
And Will, this is why I think the pundits are so wrong. I mean, Donald Trump fills stadiums and arenas 2-3 times a day. You're talking 5, 15, 20,000 people. She can't fill up half a gymnasium every other week, once she gets off the meds.
I really do think that Trump will win. I think he'll pull it off enough. And some of this business where they're digging up dirt from years ago with these women. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm the only boy in the family of 3-4 women that are in my life. I understand that certain things are going to be happening, but why come out and say, "Oh, he groped me" years ago when he's running? How about try to nail him later or earlier? Especially with NBC, they would have wanted to cancel everything.
Absolutely. And the man is worth anywhere between $5 and $10 billion. If those ladies had something that they could prove, they would have gone after him for some cash, right? Because he would have just paid it.
Mary Jo Kopechne and Ted still became senator. So
there you go. Left a woman to die.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, thanks for taking my call, fellas.
You got it, Will. Take care. All right. Yep. So thanks, Don, for sending that list of 28. I'll get that up on the Daily Drift this evening for tomorrow and put it up there. But, one of the other things that came out was Haiti, right? Now, Haiti, the Clintons have bankrolled millions and millions and millions of dollars after the earthquake to help Haiti, right? But the problem is they never spent the money. And, Derek, you got track 2 ready? All right, let's play this. This is a guy interviewing, and I think it's an old representative from Haiti who was in New York at the time. Listen to what this guy from Haiti has to say about the Clintons.
We saw the investigations into where a lot of the relief funds for Haiti came into, and it ultimately went nowhere to the people but big multinational corporations, and a lot of the people who are still dealing with that natural disaster never got any relief because all the money that was funneled into them, even through the Red Cross, even through the Clinton Global Initiative, which the Clinton Global Initiative sometimes uses and brags like, look, we helped out Haiti, we did this for Haiti. What did they do for Haiti, and what's the current situation there?
What have the Clinton, not only Haiti, what have the Clinton done with their foundation? They don't help anyone. They're just enriching themselves. Going, stealing people's money, resources, that's what they do. we're asking friends, the American friends, to stand up with us. This is unacceptable. We cannot allow this to happen. We are living in the 21st century. We cannot allow a liar, a crooked, a thief to be president. We cannot allow that to happen. If that happened, I would have no respect for America or United States anymore. Because I used to believe America was the greatest country in the world, but there is no more justice anymore. Because the American justice is crooked. Look how they're supporting Hillary Clinton. This is unacceptable.
All right, so.
Well, I've noticed on some news reports that there have been large protests in front of Hillary Clinton gatherings from the Haitian community. Now, that tells you it's not just this one guy. Mm-hmm. It's a number of people who are upset, offended, insulted by the Clinton Foundation and by extension Clinton's treatment of Haiti and their problems, that they're willing to get out there and protest on their own dime. They gain nothing from it. They're just that upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, people are still living in tents all these years and all these millions of dollars later, and the media doesn't cover that. You wouldn't know there's a problem with Haiti because the media won't touch it.
I'm glad that Trump brought it up at the Al Smith dinner about her book "It Takes a Village" and how she took a village.
She takes all the villages. Yeah. At least takes their money.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. I mean, it's literally criminal. It really is, and it just how people can even consider voting for Hillary at this point is beyond me. You have to be unpatriotic, heartless, and just plain ignorant to believe that this woman is an honest person.
To be ignorant is to be uninformed. I'm sure there are a number of people who are uninformed because they get their news from the Clinton campaign extension, CNN, NBC. Yeah. And so they are uninformed. They don't understand what you and I and many of our listeners understand. And that's why we have to go out on social media and point these things out until, our family unfriends us.
Yeah. I try not to unfriend people if I have to. Only if I get insulted enough, then I'll unfriend somebody. But normally I try to keep it as good as I can. But another thing she brought up, she went back to her classic in the debate. She said, these WikiLeaks, trying to pivot off the content of the WikiLeaks to finding someone to blame, and so she doesn't have to talk about it. Well, she blames Russia, right? She goes ahead and says, it's Putin, your buddy Putin, Donald, that's helping you out with this campaign and blah, 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 and releasing all the WikiLeaks. Well, number one, any intel that Obama's administration would say, it's the Russians are hacking, it's all Russian stuff. Number one, prove it, because I don't think you can, right? Okay. And number two, it wouldn't really matter. Right? Should it matter?
They're not saying the Russians fabricated it. They're saying the Russians found it.
Yeah, I want the truth.
To which I say, thank you.
Yeah, what this should tell everybody, like Marco Rubio kind of said, we shouldn't be looking at the WikiLeaks. Marco, are you an idiot? Because, frankly, if you are in government, you should be so transparent that everything you say, do, write, or whatever should be up and available for everybody to see. Don't do something sneaky and wrong while you're in Congress.
Transparent administration. Yes. I love that when he got elected. We're going to have the most transparent administration.
I'm just astounded. Well, when we come back from the break, because we're running up on hard time here, I think, we're going to play something from Judge Napolitano. Now, Judge Napolitano is a Fox guy, right? And I'm tweeting all the time to the Brett Bairs, the Brit Humes, and all those guys saying, listen, why are you guys still falling for this Hillary garbage of it's the Russians' fault? The Russians are doing the hacking. Even WikiLeaks is saying, hey, you can't be blaming Russia on this. Do we got time to take this call, Derek? No. All right, we'll get him on the other side of the break here. But we're gonna play this track when we come back because I don't want to. How much time we got? 1 minute?
I got
30 seconds.
Okay.
I got 30 seconds.
All right, go.
If the Russians are indeed behind WikiLeaks, then how come shutting down Julian Assange's internet at Ecuador shut up WikiLeaks? If the FSB was behind WikiLeaks, there'd be more coming. There'd be no stopping them.
Okay, but did they? Well, we'll cover this when we get back. All right, we'll see you on the other side of the break. Thanks for listening into The Drift.
People
People are always on the go, driving to work, running errands. How do they keep informed? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for the latest issues, discussed by hosts like Joe Pags, Fayron X, and Dana Lesh. And they'll stay tuned for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business with Wham Radio and whamradio.com. Whamradio.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Donald Trump in Pennsylvania promising voters
the government of, by, and for the people.
Saying if elected, he would
impose term limits on members of Congress, a hiring freeze in federal government except for military, public safety, and public health employees.
Fox's Peter Doocy saying he would not approve a Time Warner AT&T deal. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that AT&T has reached a more than $80 billion deal to buy the media company. Hillary Clinton slamming Trump for not saying he'd support the winner of the election in Ohio yesterday.
We know in our country the difference between leadership and dictatorship.
And a toddler who died in a house fire in Spokane, Washington, found with his dog and teddy bear next to him. Authorities believe the dog stayed behind to try and protect the boy. Fox News, we report, you decide.
The highest quality tractor in the U.S. and number one in customer satisfaction for 2015 and again in 2016 is LS Tractor, both awarded by EDA. This is Mark at Ashelman Equipment. We have a full line of LS four-wheel drive diesel tractor loaders ready to go. Forks, blades, tillers, plows, and mowers in stock, ready for all your projects. Subcompact to large farm, opener cab with heat and AC. Hydro transmissions make driving fun and easy for the whole family. Attachments are changed with just a pull of a lever. Highest quality, more features standard, 5-year warranty, free loader, and 1.59% financing qualifying. Ashelman Equipment in Whitmore Lake is at exit 50 on US 23, just north of Ann Arbor. Call 734-994-6000. That's 734-994-6000.
You critics don't define our honor. You try to shame us for doing our job. You teach children to fear us, crowds to attack us, and good people to doubt us. But we will never back down from our sworn duty to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. We wake up every day, put on our badge, strap a gun to our hips, kiss our families goodbye, and put our lives between the law-abiding and any criminal who threatens their rights. We serve people of every color and creed, men, women, and children in violent, dangerous neighborhoods, because they have the same right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as CEOs, movie stars, and the political elite. We are Americans, and we are the American police officer. We stand with the National Rifle Association of America, and the NRA stands with us. Together, we're freedom's safest place.
You're listening to The Drift on Wham Talk 1600. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, back to your host, Gary Wellings.
And welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to catch our drift here at Wham Talk 1600. And you'll catch us later on tonight at Red Nation Rising. Or we're also on Spreaker and SoundCloud and YouTube, so you can find the Drift Radio Show just about anywhere on the internet. So catch it up on podcast later on if you miss it live. And catch the Daily Drift, www.thedailydrift.com every day for the news you need to know. All right, so we're talking about Hillary blaming Russia. This is what the media wants to do. This is what the Democrats and the DNC want to do. They want to blame whoever's releasing the WikiLeaks instead of accepting responsibility for the things that they say in there. That's the content that's the issue here, not who actually hacked it. Because I don't care who hacked it.
That's deflection.
That's deflection. That's exactly right. Well, Fox's own Judge Napolitano has his own take on this. And you know what? He's one guy that I would listen to, and one guy left at Fox that I would really listen to. You got that one ready, Derek? All right, let's play this with Judge Napolitano. And he's not saying it's Russia that's hacking.
Welcome to my chambers. The hack on the Democratic National Committee, which exposed emails, continues to intrigue. The emails, which were exposed by WikiLeaks, revealed a very strong bias on the part of high officials in the Democratic Party for the candidacy of Hillary Clinton, and a very strong prejudice on the part